Happy day, dear students. This is your third lesson from Civics, Understanding Secularism. So, learning objectives. So, we'll see what are the learning objectives you're going to see from this lesson. To understand the meaning of secularism. So, what is the meaning of secularism? So, in Tamil, we say Mada Sarbinmai. Okay, the principle of separation of the state from religious institutions. So that is called as what? Secularism. So we are going to learn what is the meaning of secularism in this lesson. Next, to know the importance of secularism. So importance of secularism. How secularism is important. Okay. Third one, to develop the appreciation of the rights guaranteed in the constitution. So the rights guaranteed in the constitution we are going to see. Next point, to analyze the importance of secular education. Last, to discuss the constitutional provisions related to secularism. So these are we are going to see in this lesson. So introduction. India is a land of multi-religious faith and multicultural beliefs. So our land, our country is a multi-religious faith and multicultural beliefs we have. So you all know, right? Our India consists of varieties of religions, okay? Varieties of cultures we follow, right? So varieties of beliefs the people are believing in. So our land, our India is of multi-religious faith and multicultural beliefs. It is the birthplace of four major religions. So India is the birthplace of four major religions. What are they? First one is Hinduism, second one is Jainism, third one is Buddhism, and fourth one is Sikhism. So our country's major religions, okay, four major religions, birthplace of our country's religions are Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, and Sikhism. Okay, in our country, people of diverse religions and beliefs have been living peacefully for a long time. So in our country, there was people living in different beliefs, though, because our country is a diverse religious country, right? Diverse religious country which has different beliefs. So many people live peacefully with all these religious beliefs for a long time. Modern nation states or multi-religious states, hence there is a need for tolerance of all religions. So modern nations or multi-religious states. Okay. So we have to tolerate other religions. So we have different religions in our country. So we should have tolerance of other religions also. The concept of secularism is aimed at creating a society in which people of religious beliefs or people who do not belong to any religion can live together in harmony and peace. So, the concept of secularism. So, what is the concept of secularism? That means what? The people of different religious beliefs, okay, or the people who do not believe in any religion, they can live together in harmony and peace. Okay, that is the main concept of secularism. Next, Rajaram Mohan Roy, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Rabindranath Tagore, Mahatma Gandhi, and B.R. Ambedkar were some of the noted individuals held high in public regards who contributed towards the spread of secularism in the various spheres of Indian society. So these were the important personalities. Okay, important personalities who were standing individuality, okay, who made some reforms for in the public regarding the spread of secularism. Who were they? First one, Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Second one, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Third one, Rabindranath Tagore. Fourth one, Mahatma Gandhi. And fifth one is B.R. Ambedkar. So these five personalities, they were the noted individuals in order to spread the secularism in our country. So you have this in short answer. The first short answer you have this. Starting from Rajaram to Ambedkar, you have the first short answer. Got it? Okay. Secularism is invaluable for a society like India, which is characterized by various religious diversity. So secularism is invaluable for our society like our country, which is characterized by religious diversity. We have different kinds of religious diversity in our country. So secularism is very, very important in our country. So this is the picture of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Second one, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Third one, Rabindranath Tagore. Fourth one is Mahatma Gandhi. The last one is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So these five personalities, okay, were the important persons who stood or who contributed towards the spread of secularism in the various spheres of Indian society. Okay. So this is the picture you have in your book. You could see India in the middle, and around India you could see many religions, many religious symbols. Okay. So you could identify cross for Christianity and this symbol for Muslim. Okay. And many religions are there. So these are the religious symbols. Next. The term secularism is derived from the Latin word called seculum. So what is the word seculum? It has been derived from which word? Latin word. Okay. Meaning an age or the spirit of an age. So secularism means what? It has been derived from which word? Latin word called seculum, meaning is an age or the spirit of an age. George Jacob Holyoake, a British newspaper editor, coined the term secularism. So he was the newspaper editor. He was the person who coined the term secularism. Okay. So he is that person, George Jacob Holyoake. Okay. He was the person who coined the term what? Secularism. Now, what does secularism mean? Secularism means an attitude of tolerance towards other religions and peaceful coexistence of citizens belonging to different faiths. It's a very important one. So you all should know what is secularism. Okay. Secularism means it's an attitude of tolerance, okay, towards other religions and peaceful coexistence of citizens belonging to different faiths. One who belongs to different faith, okay, for example, if we are Hindu or if we are Christian, if we'll be having a different religious friend, okay, we should respect their religion. We should not mock their religion. Okay, we should not underestimate their religion. Okay, we should give respect to their religion. Okay, we are supposed to have tolerance towards other religions and peaceful coexistence of the citizens, one who belongs to different faith. Okay, it is a policy of neutrality and equality by the states towards all religious communities. What it is? It is a policy of what? Neutrality and equality by the states towards all religious community. So this one we have as second short answer. So okay, previous that 5 personalities was first short answer. This is the second short answer. Got it? Okay. Secularism is the principle of separation of state and religion, or more broadly, no interference of the state in the matters of religion and vice versa. This means that every citizen is free to propagate, practice, and profess their faith, change it or not have one according to their conscience. What it is? Secularism. Okay, it is the citizen will be having freedom to propagate their religion. Propagate is nothing but in Tamil we say pracharam pandrathu. Okay, one who is telling about their religion to others, to the society. Okay, he has the rights to share about his faith of religion to others. Okay, and he has the freedom to practice the religious faith, and he has the freedom to profess their faith. Okay, change it or not have one according to their conscience. Okay, next we'll see what is atheism and secularism. So what is atheism? Atheism is nothing but as a lack of belief in God and gods. So we could say the person is atheist. Atheist means he won't be having belief that God exists. Okay, one who doesn't believe in God is called as what? Atheist. Okay, atheism is nothing but is a lack of belief in God and gods. Next is secularism. Secularism is non-interference of the state in religious affairs and vice versa. Okay, so you'll be having non-interference of the state in religious affairs and vice versa. We should not interfere in any other's religion. Okay, that is called as what? Secularism. Right? Mother Sarbinmai. Got it? Fine. Next is objectives of secularism. One religious group does not dominate another. So the main objectives. First objective is one religious group does not dominate another. We should not dominate another religious people. Okay, that is the first objective of secularism. Second one, some members don't dominate other members of the same religious community. Okay, some of the member will be dominating the same religious community. Okay, for example, if a Christian is there, other Christians, they will be mocking or dominating the other Christians also. Okay, the same religion. Okay, we should not do that one also, right? So there is another objectives of secularism. Third one, the state does not enforce any specific religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. Okay, the state is not giving any permission, or it does not give any enforce to specifically to any kind of religion, or to take away the religious freedom of individuals. Okay, we have all the rights to worship our God as we wish. Okay, that is called as secularism. Okay, if we are Christian, we have the rights to worship our God. If we are Hindu, we have the rights of worshipping our God. Even it is capable or applicable to other religious people also. A simple statement by poet Iqbal illustrates the secular view. Religion does not teach us animosity. We are Indians and India is our home. So what is animosity? Animosity is nothing but it's strong hostility. Okay, animosity is nothing but strong hostility. In Tamil we say pagai. Okay, religion does not teach us animosity. Animosity means in Tamil we say pagai. எந்த ரிலீஜனும் நமக்கு பகையை டீச் பண்ணுறது கிடையாது இல்லையா. ஆல் த ரிலீஜன்ஸ் ஆர் டீச்சிங் good things to us, right? So we are Indians and India is our home. Okay, fine children, we'll just wind up to this. We'll continue from, so this is the picture of Muhammad Iqbal, poet. Okay, so we'll continue from this from the next class. Thank you and take care.